Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights, cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Music background, but it still baffles me the way our artists are able to come up with lyrics for their music. You know, like pour me some liquor. Hey, Sam Reefy lyrics, no. Asemo, this job got hard for me. Oh. my music career just went just right down over a split second. But it's all good though. That's some back-to-back KiDi music you have on there as well. Don't forget, Big Brother Niger is about to roll on your DSTV screens. So get connected either on DSTV or GoTV. Very simple. *759# stay connected. DSTV, your home of entertainment. GoTV, love it. The drama continues on there as well. I'll tell you about Live Resto Lounge in a bit, but before that, Betway is proud to introduce a brand new game. That's the Fly X with Win Boost. It's a very simple game you can play. You bet, you blast, you boost, like we say, your way up to the biggest winnings ever. Now, it's such a fun game to play. And it's even more fun because you win up to 300% of your winnings. You can get that, so it means it's tripled. You get it. So don't miss out. Play Fly X with Win Boost. It's exclusively at betway.com. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway, get way more. Recently, the man KiDi took a trip out of town. He was flying around the world doing shows. You know, you can be like KiDi too. If the organizer's not booking the ticket for you, then you book yours with Waka Now, because they make those dreamy vacations happen for you. Just jump onto their website, wakanowghana.com.gh, simple, or wakanowghana on socials, and you can also be on those tours and enjoy some real travel experience. Hurry up, you can make some huge savings via Wakanow as well. And recently, Stonebwoy bagged his first degree. He was excited. Be like Stonebwoy as well. Make yours happen via Lancaster University. It is the only British university campus in West Africa. And I tell you what, put your admission request through at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh, or just browse the website and find out more about Lancaster University at lancaster.edu.gh. It's a vibrant student experience that will equip you with useful employability skills that takes you a step closer to the career of your dreams. Why? Because it is the only British university campus in West Africa. Whilst we are at that as well, ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome him back to Ghana in the studio. Charlie, you know, none of us have been artists before, right? None of us. In fact, we never.
Actually, has not been an artist
at this point in time.
Jay has been.
No, but see, at this point in time, we will never, like, it's done. You see, at this age, you forget you
Please,
song that will come out. Only forget that this is the time of your life, the way you are. There's no song that you write.
You never know.
I have a music career.
No, Lenny. We haven't even finished doing what is here. So we will never get the experience of how it feels like to be booked, to fly out of town, to go perform, come back safe, drop a new song.
Oh, yes. Okay. If you're saying that, then yes.
They've booked you to go perform before?
No, I'm saying that I understand.
He's agreeing with you.
Yeah. Tell me, how does it feel like? How does it feel like?
I mean,
honest.
It feels like, to be honest, it's a blessing. Like, I prayed for times like this, where I would be busy. That's all, like busy working. Because there was times where I was very free. When I wake up in the morning,
for real?
Yeah, there was. I mean, earlier in my life, I used to wake up.
Oh, okay.
Like, there was nothing to do. I was like, hey, Charlie, is my life going anywhere? Why am I so free? Like, I prayed to be busy working, making progress. So when I get booked to perform, like outside, anywhere, to be honest, I'm super grateful for it.
KiDi, you're free spirited. I mean, when you come here, I mean, we know you. We vibe with you.
When I tell people we're jamming seriously, this
but so what I want to find out is that, so let's say on your journey when you left GH, and you touched down in Italy, right?
Yeah, UK. Italy.
Do you flip the persona, the character there, do you change to anybody else?
I don't.
Like maybe Charlie, I can make a chill small.
If I find myself in China, I'm still KiDi. Find myself in Japan, I'm still an Ajamna. Like wherever I find myself.
What about the celeb status? When does it kick in? Like at what point in time do you does it kick in? If it happens at some point.
Yeah, it kicks when I'm doing artist stuff. Like, I'm making an appearance, I'm going for an interview. But outside of that, Charlie, I don't want to feel free and go to my body.
Are you able to feel free? That's the question.
I mean, a lot of times, it's not that deep. Like, a lot of
Really?
things are not that deep, to be honest. I feel free a lot. There are places where obviously there'll be, but like generally.
Some composure for setting.
Yeah.
By understand, yeah. But like generally, I like to, yeah.
Okay,
The
so
freedom-
okay, finish up.
The freedom to be and to do, and to also, strut in the authenticity of your person. Where does that come from? Because you hardly find people who have attained a certain level of success still, being so in touch with themselves and the people around them.
I feel like I give a lot of props to my mom, my family, They always keep me grounded, like my friends, even way back in school. I'm always like in touch with that groundness that they bring to my life, because they always drum into my head that everything you have, yes, be grateful for it, but it could be gone, So wherever you have it, don't take it as you have arrived, you've done something great. Take it as a blessing that you're being used to like bless other people. And when you have that perspective, you don't walk into a space and then feel like you're bigger than everybody there.
Right.
It keeps me always grounded. Even when things are up, down, I know there's a vision, because the family, the friends, the people behind me are always like.
Okay, I'm still on Italy though. You can never call Hosa, so the second house.
And then Barcelona.
Yeah, there was Barca, right? Was it the video that was trending? Which one
Yeah, the one with the girls in the front, and Jay was jealous.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Charlie, just show him the ways.
Hey, his shoes will be nice, oh. Get his shoes. Listen, size then size 40. Size boom. Size boom. Meshebi. Meshebi.
Yeah, it is nice in my shoes. It is nice in
It's
my
nice,
shoes. It is. I
Trust-
decide to focus on the positives. It's nice. It's nice.
How was reception? Because I mean, that I'm just staying on that because it went quite viral. How was reception? How did it feel like? And had you already been there before to perform?
Yeah, I've never been at any of the places I perform, apart from London, obviously. So there's always that thing of uncertainty, because if you're going somewhere for the first time, you're wondering like, hey, do people even know you like that? Will they show up like that? I'm like, Charlie, we have worked, over the years. We're still working, but we have worked enough that we can say KiDi is coming here and the places, filled up. Barcelona, Modena, Italy. I was in Italy. The number of people that were inside the event, I was choked. The same number of people that were outside.
Wow.
Yep. I left the show and the sun was coming out. Like, that's how amazing that show was.
Jams.
Yeah.
Does it put pressure on you? Like, what do I do for these people? Like, does it put any pressure on you?
No, like there's something I do right when I travel. It's never part of the plan. The promoters never know about it, so I always tell them after I've gotten off stage. I always try and organize a meet and greet by myself. Like after I get off the stage, I tell them that, listen, people, it's nice to come to a KiDi show and jam to the song, but sometimes the memories that people take away is that 1-2 seconds they get to have like a personal picture with you. So like everywhere I go, if it's possible, I always try and, like Italy, where outside the sun was coming out, but I was doing pictures with everybody, just that they'll have that moment that they came to a KiDi show, and they had a personal, so I do that a lot.
Charlie, I want to see your DM.
Jay, trust me, you do not.
Me so the small somebody see
Yeah,
your
you
DM.
do not. You do
Hey,
not.
then a KiDi DM.
And especially because he's positioned himself as sugar daddy, that will
girl them
attract
sugar.
and girl them sugar all in one. That will attract a lot of ants.
Would that change?
That's what will change.
The tag,
come again.
the sugar daddy or girl them sugar
I mean, the
tag.
evolution of KiDi.
Oh, exactly. Like, there's always going to be evolution, growth. So at some point, Sugar Daddy will run its course. I don't know when that will be. But Sugar Daddy will run it. There will be something, above. Maybe now the president.
You know why we're asking this? When the cow came, he actually opened up to tell us about his different personalities and the evolution of medical. So there is chairman, BI chairman,
El
there's
Chairmano.
medical, O chairmano, and
El
there's
Chairmano, there's
El
Top at
Chairmano,
Top.
and there's top at top.
Top at top is new.
Yeah,
right?
top at top is
I
there.
didn't know of that one.
Higher,
The highest.
Yeah.
highest.
Yeah.
Right. So you have had Girl Them Sugar. I mean, you still run Girl Them Sugar and Sugar Daddy, right?
People run Golden Sugar. I don't run it.
You don't run- oh, so Girl Them Sugar.
I've grown from Golden
So you've grown from Girl Them Sugar to Sugar Daddy,
Yeah.
right? And
Sugar Daddy is about to run its course very soon.
Sugar Daddy was around Golden Boy era.
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like there are some things they can never actually run its course because when you identify by something, it kind of stays
part
with
of
you. Even when you become 50, they'll still, call you that.
So right now, what's your alter ego? Where you are right now? Because I know there's a new project coming up. The new single.
The alter ego, no, if I say it on radio, is bad advice to the youngins. It's bad advice. So I'd rather not. But it's like, when we look at all the artists that we've listened to from like childhood and stuff, you know that you look back at 10 years of their career, there's always like a switch in era.
Yeah.
There's this era came, this era, and that's how you identify them with the music they make in each era, So it's very important not to stay the way you are, just keep evolving.
I'm excited you mentioned the era of music because I listened to the new record and it took me back to Liquor. I think when I first listened
Oh, you're gonna talk about we just don't
No,
go
I'm not
into it
going I'm
yet.
not going there because of the fact that he said the era of music and how he's going to be identified. You know, I noticed that from Liquor. I noticed the production had changed, the songwriting had changed, how you structured your music has changed, So I don't know whether it's intentional or you went to bed, woke up and boom.
No, it is because sometimes when I go into the studio to make music, I'm just in front, so I'm always, and so now this stresses my team a lot. I'm always like trying to change things because I get bored quickly. Something happens, it's amazing. I bask in it, I enjoy it. But what next? Like from here, what do we add to it? What do we? So it's always that.
Keep
So,
reworking it, keep pushing the brain to rework.
Exactly.
So you'll find that one that
there's always more. There's always better.
I
there's
learned
always
that
high.
as well.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
But you don't feel drained?
I was just about to say, doesn't it feel tiring?
It does, but that's what passion comes in.
Yeah.
If this is my passion, on
You
days
have to
where I
follow
feel
through
drained, it's still not the.
With the changes in era for you, would you say that has also impacted the brand, has also fed into it one way or the other?
Yeah.
So you have to live up to it. And that's with everything, right?
Yeah.
From head to toe, literally.
Everything. It's every era comes with what your personality is, Some people are able to still keep a personality in all the different kinds of era, but every era, depending on what brand you're pushing, you're supposed to lean into it. You're supposed to, let people. It's supposed to be believable. It's supposed to be authentic. It's supposed to be you. So. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm even now going to the I know you've asked this before, but it still baffles me. Your music, maybe for those who understand music, your progressions. Like, I don't know where you pick yours because they are so, I don't want to say highly commercial, highly sweet. Yeah, sweet. Good. That's what I'm looking for.
One of the
Is there any
things.
intentionality on that to get tunes that the people would just, it's nice.
Yeah. I think the word you're looking for is soul.
Okay.
I put soul in everything. It could be boy. You feel soul. You feel soul in the boy. Because I feel like we're human, and every human has feelings, has emotions, and if you're able to tag onto their strings, like heartstrings, you get them.
Okay, so KiDi, let me put you on a test here. Sorry, maybe you may have a certain tune in mind that nobody should steal it too. Nobody should steal that. I wanted to imagine that, let's say we're in the studio, want to make music. We don't have any drums, any beats here, nothing. How would you create a tune for you with no words?
With no words, I always go first the piano. And that is how I get that sweet.
Oh man, I should have had a piano here.
That sweet soul.
You have a piano on your phone. I know he has a piano on his phone.
I do have a
I
piano,
haven't
right.
gone there before, but you see,
There's no way I will not have a piano on my phone.
Yeah.
It's only right.
I want us to see if we can create something. Like rappers come and we force them to freestyle.
Yeah.
Hey, just like that.
Yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough.
Can we create a tune? I just want to see how.
We can create.
Yeah. Please hum something on it.
Sounds nice.
Already.
Yeah.
Oh na na na, oh na 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 na.
Idienta.
When in the morning. Hey, piano need good man. But yeah, it's hard to I use this to catch keys and stuff on when I'm making productions. When I'm outside and there's no piano, I just open this app and just grab keys and notes and stuff.
Did you just hear what he was doing?
Yeah, that was really good.
That's so
But
nice.
KiDi used to be a
I'm going to
guitar.
cut that
I play.
part.
Yeah, he used to be a guitar. I remember him
I
as
used
a
to roll
guitar.
Legon Campus with my
With his
guitar
guitar all the time,
listen
yeah.
to me
By
sing.
fire, by force.
You will hear of Edward whether you like it.
That was his name.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Are you
We'll
joking?
talk about this in a few
progression
seconds.
is crazy.
In a few seconds. But wait, let me not act like what you just did was not a hit. wait. I'm going to cut that part and go in. Hey, nobody should take it. It's mine. It's my hit, please.
No, Jay, it's not yours.
No.
It's
Right.
his.
It's inspired by me.
Jay gets credit. Jay gets credit on this.
That's the question.
Okay, we'll give,
Yeah,
don't give
so-
you credit on it.
So, like, you know what you just did, for example, like, this is how you create your music.
I always start from the piano. Like, sometimes if you have a conversation with some of the producers I work with, it's crazy. The way I work is very different. I'll tell MOG or Beat Vampire, send me just drums. Don't play anything. Just send me drums. So they'll send me the drums, and I have a bank of chords, sweet chords that's always like ready in my head. I'll play the chords, maybe do a few melodies and send it over so that they finish up the beat. Because I always know exactly how I want the music to sound. Like I said, soul, whether you are old, young, mid, soul will touch you, whether you like it or not.
How did you work on Liquor then?
So Liquor, I had this thing if I say copyright people will come. But yeah, I had a song, a very popular song by a big artist that I'd been listening to that entire week. And I had guitars played for that there. So I was just like playing the chords. Queso came to my house and then we started working on it. And I started playing him the chords. I told him exactly how I want the high life cool. I want to feel that with the mashup of urban Afrobeat. We did that. Vampire came in and finished it off.
Nice.
Mad.
Nice.
And afterwards, do you what becomes the expectation on the song, like when you are done? Because I mean, it's a big tune.
When I'm done,
Yeah.
depending on how I feel, different songs I make me feel differently. So depending on how I feel about the song, I always put myself, like, the reason why maybe people might like KiDi music a lot, I always put myself in the shoes of a listener. Because it's easy to get carried away as the maker of the song. You're making the song, you're not thinking about people. After I made the song, I put myself in the shoes of a consumer who is listening. How would they feel when it gets to this part? What do I need to do there to get them to move their shoulder? It's all part of the creation process.
I'm bringing it to ask.
I mean, that would require some level of superpower because you are the creator, creating the record, and you have to be the consumer at the same time. I mean, isn't there like a little bit of conflict?
No, well,
Or it makes
like
you
you said,
so
it's
much of a
a superpower. I don't know how I got it, but thank Marvel and DC. They should, like, I always, like, it's even songs that I don't write myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull the song apart, re-screw it.
So you're overly critical of your own music.
Yes, very, very. Sometimes it's a problem, especially to my team. They tell me I'm too...
Barowski said you have that problem.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went for the Express
Follow
Who Know Road, he said everybody listens to the record, but KiDi is the one you need to impress.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah,
And that was
he
quite a
said that.
revelation for me because I'm like, really, KiDi? He was like, yeah, like everybody would,
When
be
Barowski
easy.
started making beats, like Barowski will hate that I tell the story, but Barowski started making beats very recently, and kudos to him. He's in the short span of time, he's been able to like produce amazing records.
Yeah.
And when Barowski started making beats, when you start working on a new toy and you're so excited about it, Barowski was spending hours trying to then you play it to like his friends and to them, hey, Barowski, what there? And Barowski was like, let me go and play it to KiDi. And you come to me, and I was like, Charlie. And Koye, go back and I'm always glad that he takes that in good faith because Charles Barowski, man, like.
But where do you get that discipline from? I mean, I know artist development definitely plays a role in that, but where do you think you got that ear and eye to know that this is finished work, this is ready for consumption?
To be honest, Olili, I do not have an answer for that. I don't know where it came from. I just woke up. First of all, I'm a lover of music.
Okay.
I love, like when you say somebody loves music, I love music.
Yeah.
If you put me on a desert and tell me choose one thing on a desert, I'll choose music.
Over water.
Oh, what?
But do you think that it's a trait or a skill other artists should have in terms of being very critical of the products they put out? Because we talk about the quality of records we put out. We talk about how these days TikTok and social media has contributed to microwave music. You know, we are slowly losing grip of timeless music. You know,
It's
like
a fast food era, you know.
exactly. You know, and that's because people are quick to put out a record, get a dance challenge, make their money, and keep it moving, right? But you are still keeping that authenticity in your record, like Lenny said. You know, and I just want to find out if maybe it's because they are not, you know, overly critical like you.
I feel like every artist needs a level of critical for their art, whether you a rapper, a producer,
Themselves, not by someone else.
They need everybody needs at some level of it. But I don't think everybody should have that overcritical nature, because you need even for me, sometimes I need a balance. There are days where I have to tell myself, today is not the day to be overcritical. Take this in its imperfection. That's how it's supposed to be. So not everybody needs to have that, hey, it has to be like, you know, sometimes it's good, but sometimes keeping the balance is very important.
I can imagine how that would be working with someone like Richie, because Richie is equally, you know, so when the two of you combine.
When me and Richie, we used to fight so much on music. So much. At the end of the day, we all come to meet where we want to meet, because we have the ear of that perfection, you know. So
I went back listening to Richie's I don't know, do you wanna hear it? You know, it's
all time.
Classic masterpiece.
That song, Richie, I performed.
And you always enjoy it.
I literally called him to ask for the title of the song.
I remember where I was when that song came out. I remember where exactly I was. I was in Accra. I was in my dormitory. We used to have something called palito radio.
Yeah,
it's not prescribed. You hide it to listen. Put it on the trunks. Like Richie has a news. All of you come and listen. Like,
and the lyrics of that song, it is like
that song was ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its time.
Because you can still listen to it today, and it's a really good
put
one.
the song and redo it and do something.
Richie tried to let us do it, but everybody was stubborn. We're like, leave classics to be classics.
Oh no! Please, don't do that. Do it.
No, but sometimes you have to leave it, Jay. Because once you touch it,
classics are.
No, but once you touch it, also then you know it loses what you thought you liked.
Imagine a KiDi doing that bit again. Have you listened to the song?
That song I performed this. I hate Maker Stage. I performed it. Republic. I performed it at Republic. I performed it in the ice cream shops. I've performed it everywhere. That song. I've abused it.
Wow.
I know you're talking about classics and not touching them, but if Bob Marley's music can be touched, I mean, just give it a shot and it's in the camp.
Once you say Bob Marley, the argument is there. Because which classic is more classics?
You know
more classic than Bob Marley.
Even when it happens, there'll be the normal backlash. Just normal.
There's always purists who never want things to be diluted.
Yes.
I was just going to say that for you saying Bob Marley, if Bob Marley's song can be touched, do you know the number of people who, you know, still don't want to listen to all the remixes that have been done? Do you understand? So there's that as well. So there will be that. But I also think that to a large extent, sometimes just leave it as is. Because then it just becomes what it is.
We'll touch it.
Touch it.
I see what you did
All pun intended. All pun intended.
Okay, so now
I was going to ask him, considering how critical he is of, you know, his music and all of that, what is a studio time for you like? Because like Olele has mentioned, and also you have mentioned, it is fast music, you know, era where there's a song today and then we forget what we listened to maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, you know. How is studio time for you? You know, what goes into it? What does it take for you to know that, okay, my song is done and ready?
I think there is no set time for myself. And this question is very important, because this is one of the reasons why I work alone. I cannot work with anybody. Like somebody who is taping my vocals and stuff, because the few times I've done it, you know, when somebody's not saying anything, but you can tell their energy is like, oh, crowd, you do.
You're doing too much.
Because for one line, for example, feel like I'll be stuck in a maze, just that, I can take it 10 times. Because one note is not exactly how I want it to be. And then for somebody who is just there tipping, Charlie, pause, it's nice. So I can never record with people. I always like to record myself so that I can have that freedom to do. I can be in the studio and I blink and it's 4 hours gone. Like I finish a song. I spend 2 days, 3 days, 4, sometimes a week on just backing vocals and just like ad-libs. I don't joke with my backing. My vocals are always stacked because I spend time. I don't have like, I'm going to the studio, I'll be there for 1 hour. I don't have that.
So what's the quickest record you've done in the studio? Quickest.
I think
record.
Say Cheese and Touch It. They were the quickest.
He said that here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Cheese. One morning I woke up. I just had one line because I was watching Top Boy, and I just had like some one line, and I went in there, and then that one line, sometimes you just vroom, then the song is done.
And those two records are arguably your
the
biggest
Big,
records
yeah.
after.
That's why, like, sometimes there's that argument that sometimes the big songs don't take too. That's why the balance is important. Sometimes the big songs don't have to be too complicated and too critical and this. No, sometimes just flow. When it flows,
Yo.
So, feeling like with something amazing.
Feel like I be stuck in a maze.
Take it easy for me, I beg you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Your age is
Feeling
showing.
like I'm
Your
stuck
age is showing there. Your age is showing.
Yeah. No, we are accountants. Yeah, but we account. The only thing we can remember is the price and the money. Yeah.
We get it.
Feeling like I'm stuck in a maze.
Looking for the wrong one again. Baby girl, I'm searching again. Even though I F with your waist, even though your body decrease, maybe you're not the one for me.
Hey.
Zeish.
So let's come down to the new one now. So yesterday I saw a video of Black Hole jamming to it in the car. That video so let's talk. So real quick, let's just talk about the making of that song. We will drop the visuals on the screen soon, but the making of that song.
So shout outs to Ugly and Tough, the producers. Shout outs to Kojo Black. Kojo Black wrote most of the song, and they sent it over. When they sent it at first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but bro, the song is so much that it's addictive. Even if you don't like it the first time, you lie. It will catch you. Finish the song up, sent it to Black. And Black was like, oh, KiDi, I thought you were going to send me a hip-hop record. Black wants to talk things on the song. So Black was like, oh, KiDi, send me a hip-hop record. I was like, oh, I have a hip-hop record I'll send you. So I'll send. Right before I was about to send a record, like 2 days later, they hit me back. It's like, KiDi, I'm sorry. I take it back. Don't send anything. This is the one.
Wow.
This is the one. Like, so when it happened, I was in Norway. So when I came back from Norway,
Obojuma.
when I came back from Norway, that
Norway
night,
now for Bonama Samba no.
Hey.
Waba.
People are missing. People are missing.
One shower more there.
You didn't mean it.
I'm not sure so no, but anyway, so that night we had a performance together. And then we're like, before we go to the show, let's link up like hours before.
You and Black Hole had a performance together.
The same, the same show. We're performing on the same show. So we're like, before we go, let's link up in the studio. So we went into the studio, and this session was so we had such a good time
in Norway.
No, I'd come back to Ghana.
Okay, all right, return. When you are doing music, you don't have women around. I don't mean women for pleasure. I'm talking about in creative processes. I saw the guys.
Women. There are times where the women bring inspiration.
You see,
club.
listen.
There are some business that is serious business.
Listen, you see, as I talk women, you see where their mind go.
Yep.
Thinking that pleasure.
We know you.
But if it's some conference
if
for
Olele said it wouldn't have been a big deal.
the
It's
wake
you.
up can't talk say and the representation of
Let me
women
please
cannot
help
be
me.
seen.
It's not the.
I was
not the
asking
fact
that
you said
in
what
the
you
creative
said.
process,
Hold
did you
on.
not have any females in the room?
I'm explaining why I said what I said. It's not the fact that you.
Welcome back,
asked
baby.
about women. Thank you.
Welcome back.
It's not the fact that you asked about women. Right. It's because we know you. We know you and your innuendos. Yes. If it was Olele who asked about I'm just saying, Olele doesn't blurt it out, but Jay all the time. So if it was Olele who asked about women being in the studio for
Then
creativity,
you know where it's coming from.
Exactly. But Jay is questionable.
Where are you when I need you? See, no. So I was asking about the creative process. See if there were any, women in the room. That's what I was just asking. But because I only saw guys, that's what I'm asking. That's all.
It was just a boys
session. Yeah. And I love it. The tune is mad.
Thank you.
It's mad.
Tea for thanks.
So it comes back to the question I was asking about how he's able to create these tunes, because it's like, so
and you see, music is spiritual, right? When you make music that sounds good to your senses, it's not about critical and genius. It's you just know it.
So where did the terminology "lomo lomo" come from?
It means a curse. It means a spell. Like it's a Ghana word, lomo, alomo.
Oh, okay.
So when they put you under a spell, so the girl is doing me, lomo, lomo, she's putting me under a spell.
Hey, woman, and they're not even present in the room. No, I can imagine the session was just a lit.
It was vibe.
Session.
Like from here, when we went to the show, the best thing to happen to the show is this studio session, because we went there, we're already on a high, and we went on. Everybody, I was just listening. I was happy. They thought I was happy because I had seen them.
How recent of?
This was a couple of months ago. Very recent. Yeah.
Charlie,
The song had been done, but this session to finish up the song was like a couple of months ago.
Oh, that means the song was done before
No,
the
the
video
first
we
part-
saw on socials where you guys were vibing.
yeah.
Oh,
Long
okay,
time, long
okay.
That you saw that picture 2 months after.
After I see.
I bet you were itching to, because like me, so like if I be
Listen, the person that was
itching,
itching that I'll commend them a lot for their composure in keeping this song is Barowski. Because Barowski wanted to leak this song after this.
That's what I'm saying. If I were down.
And Zayn, your son.
Zayn
because
wanted
he
to
asked,
listen. Yeah. The song is not. Why am I going to perform it to people? Like, he doesn't understand the concept of something is hidden, but I want to go and show it to people.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a video where he asked, when is Lomo Lomo coming,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
and I
So
thought
let
that
me
was
ask the
so
business
cute.
bit a bit. So after doing this, label and all, like, because it's everybody wants to put it out there. So how did that also work out? Were they hold ups with the team?
Oh, there was no hold up. Like, this was one of the smoothest processes because Blacko and I were both on Empire as well, so it's just,
The team was like, let's go.
Yeah. And the fact that sometimes when the artists themselves are in sync and want to do this, everybody else doesn't really,
Because
a little times like they try to hold up things for timings and stuff. But
this one,
when the song's sweet, is sweet.
Definitely the right
Ear
time.
must hear it.
I want to talk about the production because I'm very, very, very interested in.
Shout out to Ugly and Tough.
Yes.
That's such a nice name, man. Yeah.
There are two people. By the way.
Two different people.
Oh,
Ugly and Tough.
Yeah.
really?
Dennis and Nasha.
Seems like an agency. Like it's a nice name for an agency.
So they work
Ugly and
together.
Tough.
They're a duo.
Yep,
Like a
yeah,
producer
they do.
duo.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what
Ugly
a way
and
to
Tough.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, ugly and tough.
Yeah. This is the first time you're working with them.
Yeah, first time.
How did the connection happen?
So shout outs to Kujo Black again. Shout outs to my lawyer who also works with them and then said like, listen, there's these guys. And I went into their studio. Trust me, in the album coming, they have a few songs. When I heard this production, I was like, you guys need to produce more stuff.
They're Ghanaians.
Yeah. Ghana people.
Wow.
if you
Swear.
watch, I mean, that's the engineer.
My Ghana brothers.
Shout out to our
What
people.
they studio was training
Why is Palogo is from where?
It's Ghana.
It's Ghana.
It's British.
It's not pan. It's not pan logo.
It's Pan logo.
Palogo. Yeah. Okay, now that
Say
makes
pa.
sense. Because I don't know if you
Say
guys.
pa.
Pa.
Ah, okay, cool.
I don't know if you guys.
Not Palogo.
I don't know if you guys hear the Palogo in the rhythm. Like there's like a very authentic.
There's a groove. There's a dance
there's a
groove.
Palogo
Yeah,
groove
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
We'll get
Even
you.
from the onset, like when you hear
Yeah.
from the start,
Look,
you
I
move
hope
your
you
body.
start calling yourself a high life artist, bro. Because I feel like you see, I'm maybe it's my personal.
We are high life artists.
Yeah.
I keep saying that yes, Afrobeat is doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
And Afrobeat is like an extension of high life.
Yeah.
But to the core, what
Yeah.
we do is high life. The instrumentation, the percussions.
Yeah.
It's
Because I hear the
from liquor to like it's just
yeah.
the high life.
That's what I'm asking. Is that where we are seeing? Is that the
the new
production of
album
KiDi?
is like you see how do I put this?
Because KiDi Golden Boy was very R&B.
Yes.
Very like smooth operator. You know what I'm saying? But now
Talking the rhythm of this song.
Yeah.
There's something in there. When you mention Pan Logo, there's that drum that they play, the one that they sit on.
What's
I don't know the guy they play. The guy they
something.
play with instruments like not like I don't mean percussion. He uses an instrument to play that rhythm in there. It's right in the beginning. Then if you listen,
Like
Yeah.
you guys, when you listen to this song
Boys,
in
it's
headphones,
crazy.
Yeah.
there's so many elements of the beats.
Yeah.
There's some tun 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 tun
Yeah.
tun in the back. Like
Yeah.
there's things
Back,
happening
yeah.
in your
Yeah.
ear. It's
Well,
crazy.
for me, maybe because Jay and I are very producer oriented.
yeah,
so
these two.
Hey, what are
Yeah.
what are you trying to say?
They are
about
not.
it?
Jay used to be a producer.
they are not.
So yeah.
Okay,
we
so
hear
from
we hear a lot.
producer's point of view.
Yes.
Continue.
He's rested a case.
Come from
We hear a lot of.
and music lovers, like people who appreciate music.
Music,
Lenny
yeah.
and I,
Yeah.
I would love to listen to
Understand.
when you're listening to a song for
Yeah.
the very first time. Use headphones so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
assimilate all the elements in the song. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But producer.
But
continue.
so I feel like you hear some of these elements, and I think there's a wind that is blowing.
Yeah.
Because when I heard the first part of the record, immediately it took me to Olive the Boys' Goodson. Like I could hear elements of Goodson
Yeah.
in this, and I'm
So-
like, okay, is it that are the young producers coming together
So I'll tell you something
to
that is
have us give us like a signature
Was
sound?
Vampire
I'll
on
tell
this
you.
one?
No.
No,
This
Vampire
is
was
new.
Okay.
But Vampire
Vampire
was
was on
liquor.
liquor.
Yeah.
On liquor,
You
yeah.
see, so I'm like, okay.
Before you coming on this, you see where you're going to, and then I'll tell you something. If you throw it back, there was a certain era. There's always an era that presents a certain league of engineers who do certain kind of music.
Exactly.
Sugar
Exactly.
Tone. This guy that did, I keep forgetting his name. Spintex showed. He worked with Samin. He
Producer
did Bandana
on
from
Spintex
Ghana.
Road.
Quick action.
Quick action.
Hey,
Yeah,
tell him my
quick
producer
action.
there.
Yeah,
Let me
quick
do
Quick action.
Quick action.
Quick action.
JQ. You know, quite a number of a certain league that brought a certain kind of Jama rhythm that we're all following.
Yeah.
So now as well, there's this new league that they are
What's
producing.
interesting, Jay? KiDi himself is a producer.
Yeah.
Right. So when I started that conversation, that angle, I wanted to find out: are you directing these guys?
Very.
Because I can imagine.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I need to cool down. I go to sessions and I was sitting in the corner. I was like, "Oh, you're a producer. Do your thing." Like, I'll be
deep down.
I want this one to be like this. Then I'll come in. I was like,
Also
no.
because you are well into production yourself, so it only
Yes,
makes
yes,
sense,
yes.
right?
So
it's
who
fine.
finalizes the structure of the song? Because there's a part of the song where
Yeah,
you go
this
like,
thing.
I'm sure that part wasn't part of it.
Did you see him standing behind the
Yeah. So I'm like,
But then that's also tells us that kudos always goes to the producers because sometimes the beat is done in the most basic form, you know, and then you record. But after you've recorded it, a producer will listen at this part. The way
watch. Easy.
There needs to be breaks and back. There needs to be rules. So that's where the shout out to the producer.
So what's your favorite part of the production?
Is the I don't is the
Yeah. And I think that's very typical in your songs.
Yeah,
like,
I like
get
rolls
those-
and black
yeah,
because
get
you see
that
the
a lot.
human body and you lie. When bush you go.
You move.
And also shout out to
Guns and rhythms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out
Yeah.
to Blacko's verse, the latter part of it where he allows the chorus to come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it was intentional or you guys had to do several
So
takes.
what I even told him, when I told him that, you see, whatever you're going to do, Blacko, when you get to that part where the beat does the bra, make sure you feed into that bra because it leads into the chorus and it makes the chorus like
Nice.
How many takes was this?
Oh, this was Blacko did like 2 takes. Like,
Wow.
He went in, he was doing melodies, and then we were like, yeah, this is the one. He went in there. Bro.
Yo, I mean, I'm excited.
Talking about pure talent.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
Blacko,
Nice.
this is my
I'm really
first time
excited.
being in the studio with him and Charlie.
You get vibe.
You feel that, man?
Earlier you mentioned that when you sent this, they initially said they wanted a hip hop beat, right? And then they changed their mind. So is it possible for a hip hop song to come out from both of you?
Oh, very possible.
Do
You know,
you already
Blacko's
have it?
favorite song of mine is a hip hop song.
Oh, really?
Is it?
What song is it?
End in Tears. No, he always like
Oh.
his favorite song for me is a
Okay.
hip hop song.
I mean, you have to be like a true KiDi fan to know that.
Yeah, that
record,
song. Because
yeah.
that's from back.
We're in
back
an
when.
interview together
Yeah.
one day, he just posted to me, Charlie, that your End in Tears song, like, bro.
But I mean, my favorite song of KiDi is Be Like Say.
Hey,
I really wish that song is remade and
that song.
that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
At the time,
At the
at the
beginning of
time,
time.
That was. Yo.
At the time he performed that record, Charlie, I had just experienced some.
Oh, then that's why.
And his heart breaks.
That's why the song enter.
Oh, bro! And the lyrics of the song was exactly what I was dealing with.
Oh.
Power of music.
Charlie,
What a nice theory.
yeah, Charlie, no, that song, Charlie, me, no, that song is like one of my favorite KiDi records, and I'm happy I did that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have to go and play Westlife and Backstreet Boys. You know,
I feel you.
just go and play that
There's
record.
more in the tank. You see, sometimes it's a wish, and I know it will take some time for we to get there. But I wish like people, our ears and hearts were open to more genres of music.
Yeah.
Yes, people love what they love,
And imagine what you'd have done.
but I wish sometimes we open our ears and hearts to what is not always popular. You know? Yeah, popular is always going to be popular.
Yeah.
Talking about that, so Dakwar dropped a new single yesterday. The title is Mia.
Mia.
Yeah, and like, just as you're saying, it's not it doesn't fall into any of our very regular commercial rhythms.
Ote.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful classic piece.
Yeah.
Talking about that as well, some years back, Irene Logan released some solo beat she did, like mad, you know. But like you're saying, we don't open.
And I feel like previously, like when I was growing up in high school and stuff, people used to accept
Anything and everything.
when you
right?
like
Yeah.
when a song drops, we don't care what it sounds like. Irene has dropped. Hey, Irene and Jane, Richie, Asem, we like it.
Yeah.
Obviously now times have changed, you know. So yeah, people want what they want.
Do you think that consumers are some way or the other pushing artists to do commercial music and fitting them in boxes that they shouldn't be
Let me tell
put
you,
in.
it's not, consumer has not done anything.
So what will be the case
me
then,
tell
in
you
your
something.
opinion? Okay, tell us.
When I joined Links, right, about 7 years ago, I was stubborn in my ways. I wanted to do R&B. Like, I wanted to just cry in the rain and and they said, okay, this is what you want to do, cool. But guess what? As an artist, right, no matter how pure you are with your sound, when you are able to do a commercial record and you stand on stage and then you experience, nobody is telling you, you experience for yourself what it feels like to have a commercial hit. When you go back into the studio,
Commercial.
Nothing will tell
nobody is
you.
going.
Nobody will advise you.
Even when you want to be, stuck in you always put some commercial elements there because Charlie, the music, you're not doing it for yourself. Yes, you are the author of your music, but there are people who are listening and are going to consume. So.
And I can imagine when you stand on stage, because I was going to ask you earlier on about Charlie. So, what is your catalog like when you are?
There's a few times I go perform.
The arrangements,
Yeah.
It depends on where the crowd, what is there. And Barossi is the music director. He always determines okay, we're going here based on the kind of people there. This is what we need to perform. This is how we need to arrange it.
I like that. I'm sorry I need to catch, but I like the fact that you said Varosky is the music director.
Not KiDi.
Not KiDi. Because
If you leave
sometimes-
me alone, media, I'll do what I
You understand? And I think the advantage is Varosky is a DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not just in a
So
DJ,
he'll
he's a
know
club
what to
DJ,
come
so he
afterward.
knows
Yeah.
what to,
Yeah,
And do you have that before?
It's always been like this since
Okay.
we started. Yeah,
right.
it's always been.
No, that makes sense. You know, Varosky used to play for Shatabale.
Yeah.
And even
he's
for
played
live
at
band
points,
performances
yeah.
where he's
Yeah.
not actively, he's still
Yeah.
because apart from the fact that he's a DJ, he's also musically inclined.
Client, yeah. Nah, I can't
So
produce
this is
anything.
off an album, or this is?
Yes, the album is coming.
The album is on its way.
Title.
Don't worry.
The album is on its way.
KiDi, you've teased this album
just
since
told- he just
February.
told
I
you.
remember.
Don't worry
Don't worry,
about it.
that's the album
Be
title.
happy. Don't worry.
Don't worry, be happy.
That's
Don't
not
worry.
it. That's not
That's
the
the album
title.
title.
Jay.
Don't worry
do that.
about the album. Be happy.
So, you know,
But when
That's a
exactly?
nice
When
album
exactly?
title.
Don't worry, be happy. When exactly is it coming? Do you?
Oh, it's
know?
coming this year.
This
Definitely
year.
this year.
Okay.
somebody
Don't
asked,
worry.
what was your Wi-Fi
Okay.
password? What's your Wi-Fi password? I said, I don't know.
Yeah. And
So
was
what's your Wi-Fi
I
password?
don't know.
know.
That's actually the
That's
password.
so is that what's happening right now, KiDi?
No. But I mean, if you might, so are you putting people on there? So we just experienced Black
Oh, of course. The album, when it comes to albums, I don't need to talk much.
Yeah,
the work
you
does
know,
the talking.
yeah,
I take my time. That's why I take so long. Cause
Wait, what's
this was
Go
in
to.
UK. I was in.
Oh yeah, so there was.
Oh, he went meeting a few
Giddy,
superstars.
Wait. So there was a photo that trended with you and a producer extraordinaire, Nigerian producer.
Maven.
Yeah,
Don Jazzy.
Don
Don
Jazzy.
Jazzy,
KiDi.
And you know what I think? I think that when I saw this video, I was thinking that this is a subtle, tease for the people who are going to be on the album.
Is it me?
Because-
I won't confirm or deny. I will leave you to your own
I'm just
imagination.
saying, because it was two back-to-back superstars, back-to-back. I'm like,
No, because that's
KiDi is definitely
that's what
working.
happened in London, by the way. Like after partying in the park, the rest of my time there was for sessions and
Connection,
shoots.
networking.
And the album is coming, so we started like shooting stuff. You
Yeah.
know? So we're trying to put everything locked in emotion before we start.
Okay, so the album will come this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
But if all of these people should be on the album, because I see Odumodu Black, there was Dako, Chike,
all
that
of
would be
these
sweet.
things.
Benson as well.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
all-
If
No,
all these,
The clearance,
also
not going to be
saw-
small
yeah.
clearance.
all these people.
And interestingly, talking about other artists, I saw your performance with Diamond Platinum.
Platinums in
What was that
Barcelona as
like?
well.
And was there a conversation at the back?
Listen, that was one of the happiest and most random days ever. So I met Shopsy. He came to party in the park with me, and then after when we were going home, Shopsy's always like showing support. Like he came to us like, KiDi, what are you doing on this day? I'm like, I'm in Barcelona. It's like, what? I was coming to ask you to come to Barcelona on this day. And I was like, I have a show in Barcelona on 27th. So 28th, I'll be there to explore the city. It's like, Diamond Platinum is having a brunch thing. Do you want to come? I was like, oh, I'm in the city. Why not? Like, let's pass through. So 28th, I hit up Shopsy. Yo, I'm done. Let's go. And we're backstage just chatting. I was just there to, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Shopsy was like, Diamond Platinum is going to bring you on. I'm like, okay. Are you ready? I'm like, what?
Diamond Platinum
Am
to
I
the
ready?
list. You know? Yes, let's add
I'm
down.
like, are you ready? KiDi, are you ready? I'm like, what? Ready? Come on, put my on my hand.
Go for this. Let's
Sweet.
go.
So
KiDi has
Wait,
mentioned that when he's put on a desert, he will choose music, right?
yeah.
But also, a little birdie said that you used to run back in Accra Academy.
I wish I continued. I did Olympics.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think that, you know, if,
Right.
if music,
now.
if you want to put
right
music
now,
down,
the way I've not run along, if I move 100 meters.
Found out that.
Are you
but are you following the Olympics though?
I haven't been able to. I see except videos on social media and stuff. I
Found out
haven't been
Lenny,
watching
I used to
it.
run as well.
Oh.
Yeah, for real.
Run store.
It's it's in.
Yours is what?
No, my
Welcome
mom
back, baby.
My mom was an athlete. It's in the family. So I
What?
100 meters.
100 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine was
Mama
400.
was
Yeah.
an athlete? For real?
Yeah, she was an athlete.
Oh, wow.
You see, I'm just trying to make her feel this and that.
I missed
I also used to run in
I also
school.
used to run in school.
Wow.
Well, I'm not capping, but mine wasn't for fast.
lot
Mine
of-
was
We
like
had an
long.
A in the back.
But mine was more long distance.
Long
The
distance.
5,000
Hey,
and
Oh, yeah, marathonian.
No,
Wow.
so I did 100 meters and the 4x4 baton. Yeah.
400,
You.
4x4.
Yeah.
4x4 there, me rake a crying see.
All of you are
I
runners.
went to
Now,
I
all
miss
of-
those
all of a
Infapa
sudden-
days when it gets the final kill.
Yeah.
And then the crowd is cheering.
All
It
of
feels
a
like you're on stage. Like, it's the same feeling. Yeah.
Same feeling, huh?
Okay,
It
so
decides
we
the
are
winner.
wrapping up with the thing he just described in Barcelona. You see what he just described? He flew to Barcelona from London. You see your life. You see your life. You see your life. Give me camera. You see your life. You there house. You there house with 2 megabytes. That's why the camera bullets.
What's this?
I'm shooting. I'm just saying that.
To who?
Yeah.
Someone is our own money is business. Getting straight bullets.
To whom the stone is. Even from Barca, from London to Barca.
Yeah.
You know, chilling.
Sweet
you know,
like that.
Show. Money, he didn't add the money part. It wasn't a free show, it wasn't a free show. It wasn't a free show. No.
Wait, was I going to explore
He didn't fly economy.
Yeah,
He didn't fly economy. You see, he sent the thing so quick with the details. He didn't fly economy. It was business. You know, when he landed to, you know that he walking now. You're picking Uber. No, he did the
Special treatment.
Hotel, big room, show, correct show. You know.
Oh, that's one thing I really enjoyed
Yeah.
on my trip, the food. Like when I travel, one of my ways to stay connected to home is through food. So shout out to all the promoters. They always made sure there was bankum, there was jollof, there was everything.
Still connected
Yes,
to home.
still.
Right, I know.
In Italy and Barcelona.
Yep. I always make it a point to eat wherever I travel, eat the food they have, but also give me my banku and okra.
You need.
Because it helps my mental health a lot.
I'll be asking the team to drop that song again before we wrap up the show.
It's
whilst
necessary.
we use that to wrap the show up, but before we do that, listen, join Live Resto Lounge at La Baulishi Road, East Legon, every Sunday for the brunch at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and enjoy special dishes like toza, fio mutuo, groundnut soup, fufu and light soup, banku and tilapia, goat meat, Charlie, red fish, plenty. Just call 020-133-7766 now, 020-133-7766 to experience Live Resto Lounge. Eat hot, eat good. And also, yes, that'll be it for now. On that note, our time is up. We're leaving, but we're leaving with a jam again. This is the jam of the moment. It's Lomote. It's Lomote. It's for
I'm not going to hear the last of this.
Charlie,
At all.
KiDi, your handbag is small one. No, I go feel hold am. I'm good at every handbag. Small handbag. I go school for small handbag. I took a degree of yes.
And you
small-
graduated.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I can hold. I can hold back. And on that note, listen, we'll catch KiDi back in another city, but most importantly, you can watch this repeat tonight at 10 p.m. here on the show, and we out.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.